Wild summer gone.
Hi, namaste. So welcome to the online class in One Earth Yoga. So today we will be doing a grounding theme to our own practice. So it's a good practice and maybe it's a good time for us now to stay grounded and be present, to aware of our own breath, be aware and listen to our own body. So looking inwards and observe our own emotions, right? So it's a good class here to do maybe in early morning, or maybe you can do the class in the evening. It's also a good option. So once you're ready, let's start with a child's pose. So begin to bring the knees down, point toes towards the back, sit onto the heels. So pressing the hands down, maybe some of us prefer to rest the hands to the back, you can do so. So just maybe bring the forehead down and relax. Allow the shoulders to relax. And just stay here and start to take a few slow and smooth breaths to center our mind, center our body. So begin to aware that the body is breathing. It's breathing in and out through the nostrils. Watch yourself breathing smoothly. Begin to soften each breath. Maybe soften the shoulders a little bit more. Allow the body to sink. So if you like, you can also adjust both knees to be wide, slightly wide. So a very good pose here to open up the hip. Continue to stay for a couple more breaths here. Trying to lengthen the breath into about 5 counts for each inhale and exhale. Quietly do the counting in your mind, trying to get each breath, the length of the breathing equal. So as you're taking deep breaths in, be aware of the body. To see how the body changes in each breath. So breathing deeply, inhale, sensing the rib cage from the 4 directions, the front side, side ribs and the back ribs expanding in each breath. As you exhale, just sensing the rib cage resting. Soften the breath and soften the mind and the body. Go ahead and take about 3 more deep breaths from here. Right. On your next inhale, gently look towards the front, extend the hands forward. Keep the palms pressing firmly, elbows lifting off the floor, and trying to wrap the triceps inward, hollow of the armpits. Just fingertips spreading wide, pressing the palms, and from here slowly reach the body up into a flat back position. Adjust the hands as needed, both knees as wide as the hip width distance. The palms pressing, and start with a few cat-cow from here. So take a deep inhale as you sink the belly, lift the chest forward and lift the tail. Exhale, begin to round the spine, push the belly back and tailbone in. Inhale, arching the spine. Exhale, round the spine. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. So next round, you inhale, sink the belly down, lifting the chest and stay. So with the palms pressing firmly, have a sense that the chest is lifting the chin, lifting the gaze. So think about to breathe deep into the chest. And each exhale, trying to press the belly towards the back, firm the core in. One more breath. As you exhale, press the palms into round the spine. Push the belly backwards and remain here for a few breaths. Keep sensing yourself pushing the ground away, rounding the spine. Think about the back of the heart lifting, opening. Right. At the same time, the belly scoop in, lower belly press back. Good. One more last breath. Next inhale, begin to arch the spine and gently shift into the back. Right. So do it with the flow of cat-cow here. Next inhale, rise up into forward, begin to open the chest, same the back. Exhale, round the spine, follow your breath. Inhale, arching the back. And exhale, shift back into child's pose. Inhale, rise up again into a cow. Exhale, round the spine into cat. Inhale, arching the back. Exhale, shifting back into child. Let's repeat this for 2 more rounds. Inhale, rise into the top. Begin to open the chest, lift the chin, lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding the spine. Smooth breath, smooth movement. Inhale. And exhale, shift back. Now try with seamless breath and seamless movement. As you inhale, rise up into forward, begin to deepen the breath, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arching the back. And exhale, begin to shift backwards. Great. Now on your next inhale, begin to slide the hands back, sitting onto the heels. Take the next inhale to raise the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, begin to open the arms to the side, bend the elbows into 90. Inhale here, lean the hands backwards, lift the chest forward. Exhale, reach the hands forward, round the spine like the good cat pose. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, open up the back of the heart. Inhale, front heart forward. Exhale, the back heart opens. Inhale, open. Exhale, rounding. Great. Now next inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, begin to open the arms towards the back. Interlace the fingers, join the palms together. Slowly pull the knuckles down to straighten up the elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades at the back. Push the chest through. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. One more breath. And exhale. Begin to hinge the body forward. Lean forward and rest the belly, the chest, and the forehead down. Raising the arms upwards. So if you have a tight shoulders from here, you can choose to hold on the, or if you have a towel or strap, you can grab and hold on the strap, trying to pull the arms slightly upwards. So if you are more flexible on the shoulders, maybe you can turn the palms backwards, thumbs facing up. Right. Continue to reach the arms upward. Remember, there's no rush, and just be gentle of the body. Just slight press and stretch. Right. One more breath from here. And exhale. Gently release the hands down to the floor. Begin to slide the hands forward. Take an inhale, look towards the front. Press the forearms down. Slowly slide the hands to the front. The body follows. And stack the hips right above the kneecaps. Right. From here, just trying to melt the chest down to the ground. So you have a few options here. You can try to bring the forehead down if the shoulders is not open yet. Or maybe if you're more flexible on the upper spine, you can bring the chin down to the floor. Continue to sense the chest melting to the ground. Continue to breathe. Have a sense that the tailbone lifting. Breathing deeply into the chest. And exhale, pressing the belly backwards, pushing the navel in. 2 more breaths from here. And exhale. 1 more breath. Good.
So the next inhale from here, continue to press the palms and the forearm. Just shift the chest up and move the chest forward, resting the thighs, the belly, and the chest down. Now slide the hands next to the lower rib cage. So plant the palms firmly, spread the fingertips wide, hug the elbows into the body, rolling the shoulders backwards. From here to the inhale, use upper back strength to lift the chest forward. So think about to slide the chest forward before coming up. Alright, you may also keep the chin tugging in slightly, keep the toes pointing firmly at the back, toenails rooting down to the floor. So trying to relax the glutes muscles, so trying not to bring any tension in the glutes to protect the lower back. So just begin to engage the thighs, squeezing the thighs muscles at the sense that the kneecaps lifting slightly off the floor. Continue to stay here for 3. Still be aware of the breath. 2. And 1. Inhale, lift the chest higher. Exhale, press the ground away, push the body away, and shift back into child's pose. Now let's repeat that for one more round. Inhale, slide the hands to the back, sitting on the heels. Raise arms to the top on the next inhale. Exhale, bend elbows to the side. Inhale, lean the hand backwards, pull the chest through. Exhale, reach the hands forward, round the spine. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round spine, open the back of the heart. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, rounding, one more round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, raise arms up to the top. Exhale, begin to reach the hands to the back. Join the hands, interlace the fingers, or maybe grab a towel. So slowly straighten up the knuckles, bring the knuckles down, elbows straight, lifting the chest, deep breath in. And exhale. One more breath in. And exhale. Slowly hinge the body forward, bringing the forehead down, stretching the arms upwards. Okay, one more breath from here. Good. So slowly release the interlaced fingers. Bring the hands, slide towards the front. Press the palms down. Spread the fingertips wide. Look towards the front. And on the next inhale, slide the palms forward. The body follows. Hips stepping right above the knees. Maybe resting the forehead down. Or bring the chin down, mat the chest down. Continue to breathe and the deep sense of opening at the back of the shoulders. We think about each exhale to press the belly backwards and tailbone lifts. Good. So on your next inhale from here, look forward. Reach the chest towards the front and begin to sink the thighs, belly, and the chest down. Slide the hands towards the back. Now hug the elbows in, point the toes, same thing. Roll the shoulder backwards, take an inhale, lift the chest up. So you might want to stay here with the palms pressing as a support, or without any support, using the upper back strength to just lift the palms off the floor. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, press the palms, shift the body back. Now tuck the toes, press the palms, elevate the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Right, so the first downward dog, it's okay to keep the heels lifting or the knees slight bend if you have a tight hamstring. Just only keep the palms pressing firmly, the fingertips spreading wide. Think about to push the body towards the back. So to elevate the hips and the tailbone towards the ceiling. So keep palms pushing, both arms engage. Try to also wrap the triceps in to feel the hollow feeling on both armpits. Right. And also find the length on the spine, both sides of the body. And maybe slightly tuck the chin in, look towards the kneecap. Or if you're not too flexible, you can look to the space in between both feet. Try to send the lower ribs in slightly more. Continue to press the palms. So even though the heels haven't touched to the floor yet. So think about to root the heels closer and closer, grounding the heels closer. Right. Take one more deep breath from here. And exhale. Great. So next inhale, reaching both heels off the floor, kicking the right leg towards the back straight. So try to square the hips down to the center. It doesn't matter if the right leg kicking up or high or not. So trying the best to square the hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the right knee, glue the right knee towards the chest, and slowly shift the body forward like a cat pose in the spine, and step the right foot down in between the hands. Right. Slowly lower down the left knee to the floor. So try to bring the left knee right under the hips. So if you need to adjust, you can adjust the knee. Right. Slowly from here, bring both hands press on top of the right thigh. Right. Push the body up. Right. Like cat cow. Take an inhale. Open the chest forward. Exhale now. Round the spine. Draw the tailbone in. Push the back of the heart backwards. So you may find a stretching sensation on the right hip joint. That left hip joint. Sorry, over here. Good. Continue here. Next inhale. Open the chest. Exhale. Rounding the spine. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, round the spine and stay. Trying to draw the tailbone down slightly more. Scoop the belly in. Push the heart towards the back. And use two hands to press the body away. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release both hands down to the floor. Lift the left knee off. Step the right leg back into downward facing dog. Readjust yourself. And once you're ready, lift both heels off the floor on the next inhale, kicking the left leg towards the back. Right. Exhale. Glue the left knee towards the chest. Shift the body forward. The shoulders stepping right above the wrist. Step left foot down in between both hands, or you may take time to allow the left toes with the fingertips. Slowly from here, lower down the right knee to the floor, bringing the hands pressing right on top. Right, if you have a sensitive knees here, you can also fold the mat into and bring the knee down. So for a little bit more padding. So you can choose to tuck the toes or point the toes to the back, it's your choice. Right, press the hands on top of the thighs. Begin to push the body away. Right. Take an inhale from here. Open the chest forward. Exhale. Round the spine. Inhale. Arching the back. Lift the chest. Exhale. Round it. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Round the spine. Now push the palms, push the body away. Scoop the tailbone in, belly backwards. So enjoy the stretch on the right side of the hip flexors. Take about 2 more breaths from here. Now next, inhale, gently release and pressing the palms down. So lift the right knees off the floor, stepping the right foot into the front. Right, taking an inhale, lengthen the spine forward. You may press the palms in front of the shin, or if you're more advanced, you can bring the fingertips down to the floor. Try and think about to lengthen the crown forward, tucking the chin slightly in, so the neck and the spine is one flat, straight spine. Right. Take one more deep breath from here. And exhale, slowly melt the chest down, forward and down. So if you have a more tight hamstring from here, you may keep the knees bending slightly, but keep the thighs engaged, keep the kneecaps have a lifting sensation. So continue to breathe, scoop the lower belly in so you can fold forward slightly more, and try to distribute the even weight from the ball of the feet. So between the ball of the feet and the heel. Right. So continue to stay in the fold. Right. Take an inhale from here once again. Press the palms in front of the shin or fingertips to the floor. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding deep once again. So soft bend the knees on your next inhale. Look towards the front. Raise arms sideways and move all the way up into the stand. Rising up to the top. Exhale, join the hands into the heart center. Right. Inhale, raise arms up to the top. Exhale, soft bend the knees, dive the chest forward and down. Inhale, chest lifting, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold deep. Soft bend the knees, begin to step the right leg, one big step to the back, really one big step. Now press both hands down firmly, lower down the right knee to the floor, begin to transfer the weight to the right palm, left arm, take an inhale, sweep forward, gaze, follow the fingertips, rise to the top. And exhale, reach the hands to the back and lower down. Continue 2 more rounds, inhale. And exhale, reach to the back and lower down. Last round is inhale, reaching up. And exhale. Now this round, point the fingertips to the back, using a strong support on the right hand here to support the body. Keep the chest turning and twisting towards the left side, hips sinking forward and down, fingertips reaching towards the back. Look towards the back, fingertips here. Right, slowly try to engage the hamstring muscles from here, but bending the right leg at the back. Right. Keep the right hamstring engaged. Trying to use hamstring muscles here to pull the heels slightly in. Keep reaching towards the back hand. Right. And lastly, point the toes so you can grab the foot. So firstly, flex the foot at the back so you can push the shin backwards to stretch the arms. Keep the chest open. Staying here with 2 breaths. So you might want to stay here, or the last option to pull the heel closer into the glute. Right, staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Gently with control, slowly release, bringing the left hand back towards the front. So we adjust the palms from here. So bring the right knee slightly in, the knees right below the hip. Press the palms, take an inhale, slide the left leg to the back, straighten up the left. Good. So from there, extend the right arm towards the front, take an inhale. Exhale, firm the leg, firm the arms. Inhale, nice extension from the front to back. Exhale. 1 more breath. And exhale, slowly from here. Pressing the right palm down to the floor. So left leg remain at the back. Slowly bending the left leg. Press the left foot up using the left hamstring. Slowly open up the left hip to the side. And bringing the left knee closer forward, closer to the left shoulder. Step the left heel down. Right. Slowly walk the hands to the back. Now you can bring the right hand the same line with the right knee. Press the right palm down. Left hand adjusts to the back of the lower back. Take an inhale. Push the hip, push the pelvis forward. Open up the chest. And lastly, extend the left arm, fingertips towards the ceiling. Now a few breaths from here. So inhale, extend the left arms, left fingertips towards the right. Exhale, reaching the left hand back towards the ceiling. Inhale, stretching, extending. Exhale, reaching backwards. If you have any tension on the neck, and feel free to look forward and look downwards. Inhale, reach the fingertips towards the right. Exhale, reaching back to the center. Last one, inhale, reaching towards the right and stay. So maybe if you're looking upwards, try to gaze towards the wrists on the top. Find the stretch on the arms, top arms all the way down to the side body and the left foot. Right. So the next inhale, look towards the front. Begin to sweep the left arm down across the front and move all the way towards the left. So you can sit at the back of the heels so you can adjust. So framing the left leg with both hands, keeping the left heel down, the toes curling up, or maybe spread the toes wide. Take an inhale from here, lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding in. Inhale once again, lengthen the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge a little bit deeper. So if you have a tighter hamstring here, you can bring the hands slightly back. So just focus on the spine straight first before we're moving into a fold. So if you're more advanced here, you can extend the hands towards the front or catch on the foot in front of you. Continue to extend the chest forward and slowly folding in. So choose your own option according to your own body. Right? So take about 2 more breaths from here. And gently, if you're catching the foot, release both hands. So everyone bring the hands back to the front of the mat, walking the hands back, shifting forward. So how we enter the pose and how we end the pose. Keep the palms pressing, bending the left knee, lift the left leg off and reach the left leg to the back. And lastly, bring the knee down to the floor. Right, point the toes, shift back into child's pose. Right. So continue from here, inhale, look towards the front, rise into a cow. Exhale, round into a cat. Inhale, arching the back. And exhale, shift back to child's pose. Inhale, look forward, begin to slide forward. Melt the chest down, take 1 breath, inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, push the chest through and allow the belly to sink. Slide the palms backwards on the next inhale, lift up into a half cobra, or maybe press the palms firmly. Extend the chest all the way up into full cobra. Great. On the next exhale, tuck the toes, front tailbone, swing back into downward facing dog. Right. Adjust the feet. Take an inhale from here, kicking the right leg to the back, lift on the left heel. And exhale, span the right knee, glue the right knee to the chest, shift the body forward, step the right foot down. Right, followed by the left leg into a fold. Right, inhale, chest lifting. Exhale, folding. Inhale, lead with the chest, arms to the side, rise up to the top. And exhale, join the palms to the chest. Right. Second side, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive forward and down into a fold. Right, inhale, lengthen the chest, lengthen the spine, create a space. Exhale, fold into the space. Right, soft bend the knees, press the palms down, stepping the left leg, 1 big step to the back. Right, from here, lower down the left knee to the floor. Take an inhale, sweep the right arm to the front and raise to the top. As you exhale, reach the fingertips backwards and lower down to the floor. So gaze following the fingertips. Inhale, rising up, reaching up. Exhale, backwards, chest in the twist and down. Right. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, reaching back. Now from here, stay with the fingertips reaching backwards. Now begin to engage the left thighs muscles, bending the left leg, charging the left heel towards the ceiling. Keep reaching towards the back, chest twisting a little bit more. Continue to breathe. Continue to feel the engagement on the left hamstring from here. Right. And lastly, point the toes at the back, use the hand to catch and reach to the back. Right. So first option, by pulling the leg to the back to stretch the arms, keep the chest open and turning slightly more. Right. Or you have another option here, trying to pull the heel closer towards the glute. Stay with the hips sinking, chest turning. Right. Staying here for 2 more breaths.
Good. Gently and slowly with control, release the leg, release the hand, press the right palm back down to the floor. Good. Adjust the hands, adjust the knee if you need. Slowly slide the left leg, extending the right leg to the back and reach the left arm towards the front. So same thing from here. Stay for 3 breaths here. Find nice extension from the front all the way to the back. Firm the foot, firm the thighs, firm the belly, and arms extended. Good. So slowly the leg remain the same position, pressing the left palm down to the floor, and slowly right leg bending, charging the foot upwards, and slowly open up the hip to the side, and bend the knee, or bring the knee closer towards the front, and extend the right heel down. Right. Slowly adjust. Bring the hands towards the back. So right hand, same line with the right knee, left hand pressing at the back of the sacrum. Take an inhale, push the hip, the pelvis forward, chest begin to open, shoulders open. And lastly, extend the right arm to the top. Right. So begin to inhale from here, extend the right arm towards the side, exhale, reaching back to the top. Inhale. Extend towards the left. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale. Exhale. One last round. Inhale, reaching the fingertips towards the left side. Stay with the fingertips energizing. Heels rooting down, toes curling up. Feel the stretch from the side body and strong support on the left arm. Take one more breath from here. And as you exhale, begin to sweep the arms towards the front and sit onto the heels at the back, framing the right leg with both hands. So if you are more flexible, you can keep both hands extended. Or if you're not so flexible, you can press the hands slightly backwards. Focus on the spine, lengthen, chest lifting. And each exhale, slowly from the hip joint, hinge the body over towards the right leg. So continue to breathe as you inhale, find the length, find the extension. And exhale, continue to pull the chest through, hinge forward slightly more. So you have the last option here to catch the front foot and allow the body to sink. Stay here for about 3 breaths, coming back to listen to the sound of your own breath. Or if you prefer, you can turn the eyes closed to enjoy the stretch. Right. One last breath from here. So slowly unwind yourself back, pressing both hands back to the front, reaching the body forward, shoulders stacking right above the wrist. Bending the right knee, lifting the right leg up, reaching the right leg to the back, and step. Bring the knee down. So point the toes, shift back into child's pose. Inhale, reaching the chest forward and open. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arching the back. And exhale, shift back to child's pose. Inhale from here, slide the hands towards the front, bring the chest down, lifting the tailbone, stacking the hips right above the knees. Right. So the next inhale, lift the chest, reach the chest forward, pressing the belly and the chest down. Slide the hands next to the lower rib, hug the elbows, inhale. Reach up, baby cobra or full cobra. Continue to hug the elbows into the body. Have a sense of chest lifting forward. Great. Exhale from here, tuck toes, swing the hips back into downward facing dog. Adjust the feet as needed. Stay here for about 3 breaths in downward facing dog. Right. It's a good time to readjust, reconnect, and realign. Maybe you can bring the gaze towards the kneecap,
Draw the chin towards the chest. Adjust the lower rib. Press the lower rib in slightly more. Think about a straight and flat back. Good. So on the next inhale, lift the heels off the floor. Exhale, look towards the front. On the next inhale, choose a step or softly hop forward into a fold. Right. Inhale, chest lifting, lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding. Great. Inhale, rise up into a stand. And exhale, join the palms into a chest. Take a deep breath together. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now remain here in a stand. Right. Begin to transfer the weight onto the right leg. Slowly adjust the left leg. We can start with the ankle level. If you're a beginner, you can start always here. Press the palms in front of the chest. Continue to stay firm on the right leg. Right. Slowly, if you can, if the body is available, you can slowly slide the foot up slightly, standing firm, coming back into the breathing. And slowly, if the body is available, slowly reach the leg up, pressing the foot towards the inner thigh. Right. Stay firm. Look downwards. Bring the chin in. So observe on your body. See your stance. See your breath. Slow breath to find your balance. Right. So you might want to stay here, finding your breath, finding your balance, or you can slowly extend both arms towards the ceiling. Right. Still keeping the gaze down here. Stay grounded. Feel yourself grounded to the present. Right. Continue to be aware of the breathing. So breathing is the best tool to help ourselves to stay balanced. Right. Sometimes if we are wiggle in the body, it's good to come back to the breath and calm ourselves down. Right. One more breath from here. On your next exhale, slowly stepping the left leg down to the floor. Begin to distribute the same weight in both legs. Sink the hips, move the hips down into a chair pose. Widen leg, chair pose. Right. Keep the arms extending. Keep the tailbone sinking, drawing the pelvis slightly forward. So slightly rounding on the lower back here. Right. Right. So next inhale, straighten up both legs, begin to transfer the weight to the left and bending the right knee, pressing the right foot to the ankle level. Press palms into the chest. Right. Slowly from here, observe the breath or bring this practice a little bit deeper by sliding the foot up. Right. Continue to breathe. If the body is available, slowly bring the foot up slightly more. Right. So also have a sense of lifting from the crown of the head. Feel the lightness in the body. So trying to press the belly towards the back, having a sense of lifting, so you will feel lighter and it doesn't require much strength on one leg. So lastly, keep the chin down, gaze downwards, feel grounded, observe the breath, or reach the arms up towards the top. Right. So you can keep the palms pressing or the palms separate. So your choice, your preference. Continue to stay with the breath, have a sense of lifting and extension from here. So sense the bottom foot grounding. So ground your breath, slow, steady breath, steady gaze. It's okay to fall down sometimes. So just take your time to come back up to readjust. So maybe follow step by step, or maybe adjust the breath and coming back into a stand. Or if you need a wall, you can go by a wall, find a support to come up. Right. Take one more breath from here.
And exhale, slowly with control. Drop the right leg down. Begin to bend both knees. Sink the hips, tailbone back into a wide leg chair pose. Right. Take an inhale from here. Exhale, squat a little bit deeper. Inhale from here. Exhale, squat deeper and maybe reach the arms forward, body lean forward. Inhale. And exhale, bring the palms, fingertips down to the floor with the hands extending forward. So it will be something like this. Right. Keep the tailbone pressing backwards, right? Firming the thighs in, extending the hands. Right. So press the palms down, begin to adjust both legs back into downward facing dog. Take an inhale from here, kick the right leg to the back, lift the left heel off. Exhale, glue the right knee to the chest, shift the body forward, step the right foot down. Right, begin to spin the left heel down to the floor. Take an inhale, sweep the arms forward and up into warrior one position. Now, ground both feet, press both feet firmly, sink the hips slightly deeper. Try to square the pelvis towards the front by drawing the right hip back, hugging the left hip forward slightly more. Front ribs in, spine lengthens, and lastly, gaze upwards towards the ceiling. Right. Stay here, stay grounded with a few breaths. Right. So on your next inhale from warrior one, transition into warrior two. Open up the arms, spread the arms wide to the side. Right. So first, keep both palms turning, facing upward. Sink a little bit deeper on the front knee. Right. Parallel the thighs towards the ground. On your next inhale, reach the arms towards the top, straighten up the front leg. Exhale. Open up the arms to the side, spread the collarbones. Right. Inhale, extension. Exhale. Inhale, extend the arms, straighten the front leg. Exhale, get the breath smooth and smoothen the movement. Last one, inhale. And exhale, open the arms to the back. Now next inhale from here, press the left hand to the back, raise the right arm to the top into a reverse warrior. Think about to open the side body to the front, sink the hips slightly deeper, press both feet firmly, strong on the back thighs. Right. Inhale, rise back up into warrior two, a little strong on the legs, and slowly lean towards the front, rest the right hand on top of the right knee, and sweep the arms across, left arm towards the front. Keep the chest open and turning. So there are a few options to work on side angle. You can stay here as an option one. Option two, you can bring the right hand fingertips down to the floor. It requires to sink the hips slightly deeper, strong on the thighs, chest opening. And lastly, you can extend the bottom arms together, aligned with the top arm. Staying here for 3, to find your own preference of practice. And lastly, 1, inhale, rise back up to the top, straighten up the front leg, turn towards the front of the room, take an inhale, extension on the arms, and exhale, begin to hinge the body forward halfway, and slowly pressing the hands down to the floor. So if you have half time to press the hands down, maybe you can put a soft band on the front knee, pressing the fingertips down, or maybe shorten the stance a little bit at the back. Or if you have blocks at home, you can also place a block in between both hands, or something to support. So take an inhale, straighten up the front leg, and extend the chest. Exhale, fold the body forward and down. And so trying to square the hips by drawing the right hip back, left hip forward. So choose your own practice. So there are a few variations you can work on here. So you can press the hands down or the fingertips down, or if you want to find some lengthening on the side body, you can extend both hands towards the front, finding a flat back,
Or lastly, play with a little bit balance here, extending both hands at the back, wrap the arms on the back thigh. Right. Continue to stay with the breath for 3, 2, and 1. If you're either in each option at anywhere you are, pressing the hands to the back, so spinning the back heels up again, bend the front leg, step the front leg to the back into downward facing dog. Right. Take a deep breath in from here. Open the mouth to release. Inhale. Side up. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now on the next inhale, begin to kick the left leg to the back, rise up on the right heel. Exhale, glue the left knee to the chest, shift the body forward, step the left foot down. Good. So from here, spin the right heels down into 45. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up, rise up into warrior one. Squaring the hips, pressing both feet down, and sink the hips, bend the front knee a little bit deeper, strong on the back thighs, arms extending, and try to press the lower ribs in. Make sure the spine at the back flat and long. Deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale, begin to open up the arms, transition into warrior two position. Spread the arms wide, collarbone spreading, sternum lifting, lengthen the spine, tailbone drawing down. So from here, turn the palms open. Take an inhale, straighten up the arms, straighten up the legs. Exhale, bend the front knee, extend back into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, sinking, gaze, follow the front fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale, sink, warrior two. Virabhadrasana two. So from here, inhale, press the right hand at the back, reach the left arms up and back. Think about to open up the left side of the body forward. Good. One more deep breath. Good. From here, take an inhale. We'll begin to move back into warrior two. Reach the fingertips forward and begin to rest the left hand on top of the left knee. Begin to sweep the right hand across the face and reach towards the front of the room. Gaze following the fingertips. Sink the hips, bend the knees a little bit deeper into 90. Press both feet firmly. Option 1, staying here. Option 2, can rest the left hand, maybe fingertips down to the floor. Keep the chest turned and opening. And last option, stay firm on both legs, plant both feet firmly, extend the right hand aligned with the left arm. Good, staying here for 3. Continue to breathe, 2. And 1, inhale. Exhale, rise back up into warrior 2, right. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling, turn the body towards the front, begin to straighten up the front leg, maybe shorten the back, shorten the stand by bringing the back foot slightly in. Inhale, lengthen the chest, exhale, hinge the body forward and down into a fold. So maybe hands on the fingertips or hands on the blocks, right? Or hands in front of you, taking an inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, folding in, drawing the left hip backwards, right hip hugging in, square the pelvis. So choose your own option from here, maybe arms extend or maybe hands right below the shoulders, or lastly, extend both hands backwards, pressing the hands on the back thigh. So become aware of the breath again. Steady breath, steady gaze, steady move, steady pose. And lastly, with control, pressing both hands back down, framing the front leg, spinning the back heels up again, bend the front foot and step back, adjust into downward facing dog. Good. So from downward facing dog, you can drop the knees down, point the toes, take a rest in child's pose. Begin to slow down the breath. Think about to smoothen out the breath here. Maybe use the breath to slow down the heart rate. Right. Slowly with control, walk the hands to the back to rise up and adjust yourself into a sit. Right. Straighten up both legs to the front. Right. Little shake on both legs. Keep the palms pressing it on the side, beside the hips. Right. So flexing both feet to the front. Keep the palms pressing. Lengthen the chest, lifting the sternum up. Think about the crown reaching towards the top. Find lengthening. Thighs engage. Press the thighs to the ground, flexing both feet to the front. Maybe spread the toes wide. Good. So inhale from here. Reach the arms up towards the top. Continue to stay here with extension on the arms, side body, and the spine. Lastly, inhale from here. Exhale, continue to press on the thighs, maybe lean the body slightly forward from the hip joint, leaning forward. Continue, inhale, find extension, spine. Exhale, lean forward slightly more, push the lower back to the spine. Right. And lastly, keep the spine straight, chest extend, press the hands down, or maybe you can catch the hands with both feet. Right. So adjust as needed. So maybe if you're not so flexible, you may press the hands down by your side. Continue to work on the chest. If you find the spine is rounding like this, maybe come back a few steps back. We work on the straight spine, proud chest, lifting the chest up. Follow the breath. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, reaching forward. If rounding again, coming back. Or if you're more advanced here, you can grab hold on the foot. Continue to breathe. And exhale, scoop the lower back in and see if you can fold slightly forward. Right. So more important is to keep the spine straight, the chest extend, and the thigh bones pressing down. So stay and watch the body. What is the body trying to tell you? Maybe if you find some stiffness, maybe you need to work on the straight spines. So we stay here for about 3 more breaths. Give the body a nice, good stretch. Alright, the next inhale, slowly reach the body back. Breathe and extend both arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, gently rest the hands to the back. So keep both feet, both knees bending, the feet charging down to the floor. Now both hands press towards the back, fingertips facing backwards. Take an inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades at the back, push the chest upward. So option 1, you may want to stay here, or option 2, press the feet firmly, engage the thighs to push the hip upward. And lastly, drop the head to the back. Right. Stay firm with the thighs muscles. Try to squeeze the inner thighs together as if there's a block in between the thighs. Staying for about 2 more breaths. And lastly, slowly with control, bring the sit bones down to the floor. Right. Hugging the hands right under the hamstring, catch on the opposite elbows. So take an inhale from here, open the chest forward. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arching the back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, back upward, open the chest. Exhale, reaching the spine to the back.
So keep the chin tucking in towards the chest. Begin to release both hands, extend the fingertips forward. So with control, slowly keep the chin tucking, rounding the spine. The count of 5, lower down the body. 4, 3, firm the belly. Keep the chin tucking in. 2, almost there. And lastly, spine down. Hug the knees into the chest. Take one more deep breath here. And exhale. Release both feet down to the floor. So release the hands by your side. Keep both feet pressing. Thighs strong. Take an inhale. Lifting the hips off the floor. Lifting the chest. Exhale from the upper spine. Lower down to the middle. And down to the lower back. Sleep bones down. Continue with the breath. So inhale, maybe lift the tailbone off first, lifting the middle spine, and then lastly the upper spine away from the floor, chest lifting. Exhale, one vertebrae by one vertebrae coming down to the floor, following your own breath. Good. Maybe you can add with the arms movement. Inhale, when you rise up, reach the arms over your head. Great. Exhale, slowly reaching the spine down, reaching both arms by your side. Great. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, lower down. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhale, reaching up, strong thighs, strong feet. Exhale, fluid movement with the breath. So last one is inhale, reaching up to the top. So the body remains the same position. Release both hands down by your side. So you may insert both arms right below the shoulder. So option, you can press the palms down or support the hands on the lower spine, or you can interlace the fingers together, squeeze the shoulders together, strengthen the thighs, press the foot, lifting the chest higher. Think about to lift the chest close to the chin, and maybe your next inhale to move the chin apart with the chest. Good. One last breath. And gently release the spine down with control. Right. So from here, open up the arms wide to the side. Begin to cross the right leg on top of the left. So lift both feet off the floor. Take an inhale from here and exhale. Turn both legs towards the left side with control. Maybe you can scooch the hips towards the right side slightly. Both knees down towards the left. Maybe use the left hand to press on top of both legs. And lastly, take a deep breath in and exhale. Look towards the right side. You're trying your best to keep the upper spine, the shoulder blades down to the floor, body in a twist. So begin to set an intention to remove the effort away from the body. Coming back to the slow, soft breath. Soften all the joints and the muscles. And lastly, take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, release. Good. Coming back to the center with control. Right. Spread the arms wide, uncross the leg. So go ahead and do the other side, crossing the left leg on top of the right. Scooch the hips a little bit towards the left side. Lift both feet off the floor and slowly drop both knees down towards the right. So you can keep the right hand pressing on top of the left thigh. Take an inhale from here. Exhale, turn the head towards the left. Keep the upper spine, the shoulder blades pressing down to the floor. and just relax the body. Taking a deep breath in from here. Open the mouth to release. So next inhale, gently return back to the center and cross the leg. And we hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Maybe take an inhale from here. Exhale. Bring the forehead closer towards the kneecap. Next inhale, gently release down. So deep breath, inhale. Side out. Deep inhalation. Release. So last breath, inhale. Hold the breath on top. Maybe sit in a little bit more air. Hold the breath. Release the breath. Release the hands. Release the legs down to the floor. Little shake on both feet. So palms facing up. Allow the toes to drop towards each side. Begin to soften all the joints and the muscles. Remove all the effort away from the body. So come down into a rest. So maybe you can turn the eyes closed, coming back into a slow, smooth breath. So bringing your awareness back into the breathing, but this round without the need to control the breath. Just be aware of the breathing, each rise and fall of the breath. So the sense that everything becomes slowing down. Soften the breath to soften each joints and the muscles. Taking in inhale, relaxation. Exhale, release stress and tension. Inhale, relaxation. Exhale, release stress and tension. Soften all the joints and muscles. Relax the face, the cheek, the jaw. Relaxing the shoulders, both arms, both wrists, palms, and all the 10 fingertips. Soften the neck, soften the chest, the back. Having a sense that the spine, the back body fully rests. Soft breath to soft the hips, the pelvis. Release the thighs, the hamstrings, both kneecaps. Soften calves, the shins. Relax the ankles, both feet, and all 10 toes. And sensing the body becoming extremely heavy. It's the body melting and sinking towards the ground. Just purely watching the breath. Breathing is so natural. So you may take rest as long as you need. We'll be closing the class right here today. Thank you for everyone for joining the class together with us. And love and gratitude. Namaste. You can choose that. Okay.